videos ago I made some split crosses, and Roger had commented in the comments about, you know, those are the same dimensions that he uses when he makes his split cross hooks. So I figured I wanted to go ahead and make some split cross hooks as well. And of course I'm going to make these a little bit larger than the crosses that I was making. I'm going to be starting off with a 12-inch piece of 1/2-inch square stock. These are going to be relatively large hooks, I'm thinking, and they're going to be hooks that you can hang on the wall, of course. And I've already started on one. This is the one we're going to go ahead and work on. I have 4 I want to do, and I got one that I've started on. I'm going to do this one first, and then I'm going to do the other 3 if this one turns out the way I want it to. And I've already put a taper on the bar, and I'm going to come back. We're going to get the forge hot, and I'm going to do a set down right here. I'm going to do a set down right here, and it's 4.5 inches down from the end. And this is going to be the bottom portion of the cross hook. And this set down that I put here is going to allow me to get the saw blade up in here and cut this cut, and then we're going to flip it and cut this cut. So we'll go ahead and get that done, and get that done. Should be a pretty quick project. Hold on. All right, so go ahead and find my mark, and I'm going to get on a relatively sharp part of the anvil. All right, it's going to take a couple heats. I have to set that down about halfway into the stock. All right. Back here on this part of the anvil, because this is where my sharp corners are. A little bit louder back here. Everything's still really cold. I think I'm on like my 4th or 5th heat. Once I get just behind this point, it should go a little bit quicker. Alright, so I'm into this for several heats already. It's not bad. Just taking out the upset. Kind of what's hindering progress. We'll get it where we want. All right, so I'm thinking maybe like another heat. Get this 4 inches here done. I can get that thinned out pretty quickly. But I'm gonna get that down about at least half the thickness of the original stock. All right, so now I am down into the shank of the hook. And it's just gonna be a matter of a smooth transition. all the way out to the end. see that, but that's kind of where we're at. All right, so my stock is prepped. Doing some straightening right now, and I'm ready to make my cuts. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is straight when I go to the bandsaw. I won't have to try to adjust for crooked stock as I'm cutting. So that's kind of where we wound up with. Got my step down. I'm going to bring my blade up into here to get that cut, and then we'll just do the other regular cut that you normally would do on a split cross. So I'm going to let this cool down, and I'm going to bring you back when those cuts are made. Alright, so everything is cooled down, and I got my cuts in. Came straight down the middle here, about 2.5 inches, and then straight up the center here, catching it right here where I had to set down. So we're going to open this up, and this is going to make our cross portion of the hook, and then we're going to get to finishing and shaping the hook. So let's get it hot again and get back on it. Alright, so go ahead and use this to start my, open this up. Alright, so just like we've talked about in the other split cross video, all these dimensions are just kind of nominal. I choose these dimensions because this is what's going to fit my forge to continue to work. Get too concerned about squaring the shit. Alright, so here it is, opened up. So you can see it's going to be a pretty big hook. Let's get it back in the forge and we'll start shaping the top of the cross. Alright, we'll start at the top. Using my cross peen. It's going to be pretty much one-dimensional, so this will be the front. The other side's going to be on the wall, so. So that's kind of the top of the other two sides. That's going to be that. I'll finish up this last one by myself. Alright, so just some texturing. Up here. I'm going to go crooked on me. so this is really just texturing. Not trying to make anything any bigger. Alright, while everything's still flat, I'm going to get my mark in here. I'm going to put it a little low. Normally I put it up higher, but we're going to have a couple holes up here for the mounting. Actually, before I do that, I am going to punch where I'm going to have the holes to mount it. Put one up here, then I'm going to put another one down here. And we're going to try to make sure it goes in the center. All right. I'm not going to get too crazy with that. I'm not going to get too crazy with that. Alright, now I'm going to bend the hook. Start to see that material disappear when you start making that bend. Alright, do some straightening here. I think I want to bend that front a little bit more. Alright, so did open that up a little bit. Now I just got some straightening to do. This is a rather large hook. I think I would actually like to revisit this on a smaller scale. And I'm just looking do some straightening here. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I went ahead and got 3 more done after the one that we forged together on camera. First and foremost, I would like to thank Roger Caldwell for presenting this idea in the comments of my last video that I made when I did some split crosses a few weeks ago. So Roger kind of mentioned that he used similar dimensions with the split crosses that I made for his split cross hooks, and it kind of inspired me to go ahead and do some split cross hooks. So Roger, I just want to thank you for putting that bug in my ear, and yeah, just thanks for commenting. So, but as far as these go, these are done. Look for them eventually to be listed at my Etsy store. So if you're interested in something like this, you can go over there and check it out and own these. But in the meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and shut this one down. And remember to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.